Bob? Bob? Is there an audio? Bob?
Bob's you gotta unmute your microphone.
Okay, and what about me? Can he talk to me?
Yep, you're on.
Bob?
Top right-hand corner.
Oh, up here? No, here.
Oh, Bobby, top right-hand corner, you'll see a little thing that says mute and unmute.
In the left or right?
On the right. Dieta, you're okay. I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Bobby, I think that we should say that the anomalies on the signatures where there was a number of people that were outside of the district. But other than that was the other anomalies for the signatures.
I'm thinking she's been in the hospital for a while. I'm not doing it. I'll let you know.
Let me go into the office and unmute him.
What is your last day? You've been fantastic for me. I went 40 years, you know, and I love my job. And it was another 3 years for the next.
Call you about leaving some things, but then.
You know, you're gonna dream.
And I think.
Nancy, I retired in 2004.
Then we're going to go straight to the certification.
Or meet you at family. Meet you at Little Bears. God bless you, honey.
You take care too. Wish you guys well.
Bobby, have you opened the meeting already?
Yes, I did.
Okay, sorry, I was walking to my office.
Okay.
And I think, Christine, I think we ought to say for the record how many we're assigned.
Okay, I'll get that total for you.
Okay. In case they want to give us a bonus.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm here.
Paul Amaral.
Hi, Paul.
Hi,
Hi, Paul.
good morning.
It's kind of hard to sign these on the Zoom, isn't it, Paul?
I guess it is. Need long arms.
I just told Bobby to make a note in the minutes that Christine said that other than several signatures were people that are outside the district, there were no other anomalies with the signatures.
Okay,
And she's going to give us the total.
yeah. Where are we on the agenda at this point?
We're signing, and I'm about halfway through a 5-inch stack, and Bobby's got about a 2-inch stack.
Okay,
I think you missed this last year too, Paul, as I recall.
I was probably working.
It's interesting as you do these, some of them are just bare minimum, some of them are grossly overkill.
Mm.
Was that one of your observations, Christine?
Yes. Okay, so for the total signatures received that you're going to be validating is 3,568 signatures.
Okay. 3,568
Correct.
total of all of the candidates.
Candidates for local, you're only
Yeah,
validating the
okay.
local?
Yeah, that's good.
You're welcome very, very much. Hi. A lot of business with you guys, like guys, so he said when he does, he's gonna. He's not one step behind you because he's. Yeah. These are all me? Yeah, those are all you.
Well, these signatures and sheets really tell a story, don't they?
They sure do.
I-
You probably don't. David Robert too. I know. Yeah, everybody's going away. It's so sad because of this tree. I know. Everybody was on my house with it. Well, I want you to look at that for me. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now. This one. What is so happy? How about that? You read that? Last thing you told me, is that Joe Happy? I'm not, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, it's probably, you know something, that's probably what it is, because this is coming down. So the quarry. You are right, vertical. Now, is that an A? It looks like an A to me, yeah. All right, now that one, now what is this one? That outcap? Mother of the.
Ellie says this is yours.
No, I just gave it to him because I wanted them to have it full.
Check it out.
Christine,
Yes,
Bob has to, we need 2 signatures, right?
correct. So we got to switch
So
switch them.
Bob might want to come and get some of these if he's finished, because this is going to take a while for anybody. I'm only about halfway through.
Okay, I'll grab them and I'll swap them out.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not finished yet either.
Office, how may I help you?
Yeah. And I'm about halfway through and I think he should be finished, right?
He said he's not finished yet, but
Oh,
I
he's
can.
not finished yet.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
So,
It's gonna take you a while too.
let me see where he's.
You can put it in, you can put it in there. Well, we're putting all the mail in there because the office is closed, so we can just drop it.
Done already?
Yeah, those are all
So I
gone.
can grab-
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay,
Sign those.
and then you can take it up to here. I just didn't want to take those out. Okay. Mhm.
Here are the names that Deanna signed.
Okay.
I'm going out there now, Chris, I'll just be with them. I've got all the second minutes. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, Hey, Deanna, how we doing?
Bobby and I just started switching because he was just about finished and I had about half of mine done. So
Okay.
we're keeping, yeah, I think it's a good process, so not to worry.
Well, it's just to help
Yeah.
kind of speed it up a little.
Yeah, it's a process.
It is, but it's gotta be done. Now, for all the emergency ballots, the state let me sign on them, but this, they said, no, they won't.
Well, I understand. It's interesting to see some of the people had bare minimum, some of them was overkill, gross overkill.
Oh, I have a chart of all of them if the board wants to see
Oh, I'd love to
that.
see that, yeah.
Yes,
good.
I'll print some out. Bobby, this is that other set of minutes I wanted.
Okay.
So Deetta would like a copy of the spreadsheet on these, on
Yeah.
how many each one had. So I'm gonna go print them out while you're finishing signing.
Yeah, I haven't
you've
done
got-
those yet. You have? Yeah.
Now, don't worry if there's a paper attached, it's just that we wanted, if a signature looked odd, we made a copy of
Okay.
it, so it's not a problem, you know,
Okay.
just so you understand that. I'm gonna print out the spreadsheet for you. So I'm like a rolling meeting person. Yeah. Don't worry if there's a paper attached.
Yeah,
It's just that we wanted to verify a signature.
I know, that's
Okay.
what she said. No problem. I've seen several here.
Yes.
You know, the ones written in the book. because we've got them. Yeah, I know, just a little bit more, but. I can check. Hold on, okay.
Oh, out in his car.
Doing the meeting?
Oh, he left too. He's sitting out in his car.
Yeah.
This Iris is on the line, so that's.
Oh, I'm gonna go to this meeting, but I'll call back, take the number.
You're not going out for lunch, are you? Who, me? Why?
Are you going anywhere for lunch?
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay, then no, it's fine.
Oh.
In the end, I'll get on the one where Christine is on, because Christine, I have to share it.
Okay,
I'm gonna put this on the side of you here,
okay, these are the
because
ones.
this is the chart,
Oh, good.
showing
okay.
everybody, showing what their totals were.
Oh, good,
Okay.
that's great. Yeah, these are the ones that Bobby has to sign yet.
Bobby still has to sign.
Yeah. And these are the ones, Bobby's, that I have to sign.
Well, Bobby's signing away.
Nancy, could you come in here?
Bobby,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, because you could see me, I'm kind of roaming
Yeah, I know.
three,
Now,
because,
this paper here, what does that mean?
That
No
just means-
signature or nothing?
no, that's, Justin Katz got
Yes.
those. That's a digital signature. We have to accept digital signatures. So what he did on these is he put his name, which didn't count,
Oh,
because he sent this to someone to sign,
oh, okay.
and they signed it digitally and brought back. It was only his had it, but you're gonna find it on a lot of the candidates
Okay.
that he got a signature for. Just this one signature. It only involves one signature.
I
Okay?
didn't know where to sign that.
No, you don't
Yeah.
sign this, because
Yeah.
this number
Yeah.
is included in sheet number 9, which is this number.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can see there's 6 names here,
Yeah,
including Justin Katz. But the total on your paper says 7, because this, and we just made a copy so we're clear on, that's a digital signature.
oh,
Okay.
okay. Fine, thank you.
And I'm gonna put these papers on the side for you. This is the
Oh.
chart I told you about.
I was putting this for the last month you running, that was the first one.
Okay.
I guess
that's
this is
fine.
all council and stuff.
Yep, you're
What
just
the-
gonna
what
unfortunately
the
have
heck's
to
yours
keep
there? I haven't
signing.
seen it.
You don't see mine in there because I'm not in there. Thanks, Bob. Let me take what you've signed though. to the rest that you
Okay.
signed.
Okay, I'm just about
Right,
finished with
he's
this bunch.
He's signed.
Okay, 2 seconds and you can give him these.
I just want to explain to you, because you have to be in separate rooms because the computers
Mhm.
are too close together. They're echoing. But I just explained to Bobby in the other room, I don't know if you heard me,
No, I didn't.
some of these, besides the ones that we wanted to verify a signature that we might have needed more documentation to, some of them, there's about 11 of them, I think, that have a digital signature.
Oh,
So you're gonna see Justin Katz's name written on it, but his signature was not counted twice. He just sent it with his name on it so
okay,
that they could sign and send back to him. So
okay,
the paper in front of it that he signed,
is the real signature.
the only these, we would have added it. So see, you might see like 6 and then a digital signature on the back. But when you go to this, it'll say 7. You don't sign those short
Okay,
forms,
all right.
okay?
I'm not gonna
It's
get
just-
pimples over that.
That was the only,
Other anomaly.
the only digital signatures. We have to
Okay.
accept digital signatures.
Okay, these are
So
ready
these
for
are done
Bobby
for
and
Bobby.
these are for me.
Those are all ready for you.
Okay,
another batch for, and this chart is gonna show you every single person and the number of signatures.
Okay.
So
This is-
we'll
this
be
is-
all set. I know there's a lot, but I think this is getting to the end.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted you to start those while I was doing the other stuff.
Jeannie,
That's
could,
good.
could you give me some paper clips? There's a couple of these that Bobby didn't sign. I'm gonna put a paper clip on it, so I give it back to him.
I'll bring you clips. Oh, okay. When they're
I hope
all,
nobody verifies these signatures. Thank you.
I'll go through it. You want me to go through that? Yeah.
yeah, you have all the completed packs, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
hand them to Christine, because
Okay,
she's gotta get them all on the computer today.
yeah, okay, here's this one Bobby didn't sign. He just- I'll put that on there like that.
I think these, just make sure if you're doing them that they're.
I think my little pen is gonna run out after all this.
Oh, I'll give you
No,
another
I'm
pen.
just using it.
Yeah, there's a lot to sign.
Yeah. Okay, this is.
I'm gonna
ready.
take his
Yeah.
to him, so sign that.
Those one, yeah, that one that he needed has a paper clip on it, yeah.
Rob, would you sign this one next, please? It's one in the batch that was done that you
okay.
skipped. It's that one.
Just that to live
I'll
there.
move it over here.
Okay. Oh, God, Bob.
Well, it's gonna take whatever time it takes, so don't rush, just, it's all right.
Why you could write it
Yeah,
crazy.
I know, so if, and even if you wanna like break, go to something else, we'll
Yeah.
get to a few more.
Yeah,
And then whatever it is, it is. We'll take the time, we take time.
yeah.
So I was able to do a story and three of all one
There's one more you gotta sign. I'll hold your spot there. You got a good handwriting, better than mine.
Okay,
Oh, it's done. I'll take that back.
yeah, okay.
We're getting there, Bob. We're getting
Yeah.
there. Trying to give me my exercise for the day.
I'll come out. You don't have to keep
No,
going
no.
back and forth.
Here's the one that you gave me. Is this another one? And here's another batch. Yes.
A-T, A-L-L-A-T.
Oh, we're gonna be paying taxes up to you. What? For the cost, you know? Yep, up about 400 pounds.
They're supposed to be putting all the buses at the new school now.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Well, I've been hearing rumors, because they don't wanna pay money for the audience.
So why can't we keep them at the middle school? Oh, is that? I mean, I don't know what. Well, oh, 132, 230. Your name? And what am I notarizing? I thought those at the end for you, or theater.
Yeah, they are, but I think there's, the thing fell off. I think there's one of these that Bobby didn't sign. My paper clip fell off.
Let me see, this one Bobby didn't sign.
Okay, yeah, I thought my paper clip fell out. Okay, I'm just about finished here.
Yeah, you're just about done.
Yeah, I had a big one. I'm glad my name isn't any bigger. Bobby's signature stays consistently good. Mine is terrible.
He actually has a, no, yours is good too, Deanna.
No, it's
They're
awful.
both better than mine, so I can't complain.
Sign this one, so that way.
I can't even address an envelope. Wayne has
It's
to
good
do
that
it
you're
for me.
picking up the coffee.
looking for that one.
Yeah,
He's still got it. It's
Yeah.
hard for him.
yeah. We're here for rain.
Let's do that.
After this, it won't be a lot of the rest this.
Hey, that's it.
Good.
Okay.
You're actually done?
That's one for you, and let her sign this, those are done. So it's just what Bobby's got in there, it's not too bad.
Okay. Anxious to see this chart here.
So there's a couple of things too here, I think it's a little hard, that need to be signed, that's the minutes that have to be signed,
The new minutes.
the new minutes, the May
That's
26th.
May 26th, but why is this in red for May 26th? I'm gonna print it out in black. Yeah, I don't want that in red.
And then that's just the certification for the PPP. So that has to be signed on the last page. Yep, that's a certification that we're not having any local primaries. That needs to be signed. Second page, and that's it. That's just my.
All right, I'm gonna print a back sheet out to
Okay.
these in black. So Deanna, you get a break, rest your hand.
Okay, I was glad to see this chart with the totals. That was interesting to me. Hmm.
These are all done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab these.
Getting there. That's just a short piece for a
Yeah, that's that cat again.
electronic, yeah. Not too bad, not too many.
No,
And then we're gonna go over everything else in there. I'm gonna give Deetta a set of these minutes to review. Deetta, but I'm gonna try to sit away from you.
Oh, whatever. Here.
Bob is still got a few to sign, but
Yeah,
he's
that was a
not bad, closing in on them.
Mhm.
So I'm going to give you a copy of these minutes that
Oh.
didn't get distributed, so you
Okay.
can read through
Okay,
if you want to edit them.
all right. The first ones were all right. I knew.
All
that
right,
they
but
were-
they need to be signed. when we-
Who is Gavin Black?
Gavin Black is Sally Black's son.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And
He's
who-
running for council, I believe.
Yes, he is. And who is this Scott Burns?
Scott Burns is, you don't know Cindy and Scott Burns?
No.
He's a attorney, he's retired, he did a lot in England. He lives on Bogland, going around Bogland. He actually is the person who bought non-quit school to convert it to a
uh-huh,
house.
right, uh-huh.
Very nice man.
Okay, good. I just, yeah, this is a wonderful thing. I'm glad
Well, I
she
hope
did
so,
that,
because I spent several nights here trying to keep up with them and
I bet
send
so.
them out, but I needed to do it to inform the candidates keep calling, do I
Yeah.
have enough signatures
Right.
and this, that, and the other. And so we have proved that to the original sheets, and we make a copy of everything and we prove the copies to the originals. Then Christine puts them into the computer and she gets everything that's been registered in the computer and she tracks it to that. So it's like a three-way check, so they should be proper.
And,
They are proper.
and
because that's-
the General Assembly approved the mailing of everybody's ballot, regardless if they requested or not. That's,
They did?
yeah, they did yesterday.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they did. Whether they requested or not, she's gonna send it to everybody.
Bobby, you can hear this, right?
yes. I wasn't paying attention.
was my
It's just a
impression of what happened.
conversation. We're gonna go over it when you're done signing. But she was telling me about the Board of Election yesterday. I did not know that.
Yeah,
So what did they say for the primary? They're gonna mail everybody a ballot again like they did?
Right, whether you request it or not, they're gonna send it to you. That was my impression of what they said last night.
I think part of that is because people are having problems getting polls
Yeah,
and getting workers. I don't know what'll happen in November.
they say they're supposed to do it for both, because it was this on the
Why,
same.
did you watch the meeting yesterday? Because I didn't get anything on.
No, I didn't, but it was on the news this morning.
Oh, it was on the news this
Uh-huh,
morning.
yeah.
Because generally Rob Brock from the Secretary of State will get a message right out to us, or Barbara
Mhm.
Posa. I know last week or the week before on a Wednesday, I think it was, they had a group of people, because it's just public information while we're waiting for the signatures to be completed. They did have a meeting at the Secretary of State. It was a little webinar thing.
Mhm.
And the Clerks Association sent their election committee, was participants in them, and they had certain town clerks on it and different members. And they were gonna discuss the issues with getting poll workers and polls and whether or not it was a good idea. How did it go?
Mhm.
In Tiverton, we didn't have as many. I thought it went well. I mean, there is checks and balances along the way here. And we make it a habit of recheck and balance. So we've got people's eyes on this all over. I mean, I know some people don't like mail-in ballots, but in this situation, I've never done it by a mail ballot before, and I've been a registered voter for 48 years in Tiverton. But for this situation, I handle it by mail ballot, and I feel comfortable knowing
I don't
that.
know, the thing I think is, even if you get back all of them, you don't know who voted them. You know, that's my problem.
Yeah.
And I think she said it's gonna cost $3 million to do it this way. But,
Well, it costs that much to do it for the PPP.
yeah, right.
Because
Look at
you
that.
can't, if you don't mail to all the ballots, that's the problem I have with the FTR.
Mhm.
If we're gonna do a mail ballot, you gotta mail it to all the ballots. They sent out 13,000 something to Tiverton
Wow.
people.
Today would have been the FTR, I think I saw in my notes, didn't I? Or this Saturday would be the FTR?
It would have been May 18th, and then they continued it to July. I don't know if this was the
I
date.
saw it and I kind of.
Because I don't focus on
Yeah.
that till I get an
Yeah,
actual
right,
ballots, and then my time clock starts.
So what's your best guess about that? Will we ever have an FTR or just go for last year's budget?
Oh, I think we'll have an FTR. I mean, that's just a guess. I'm not the powers to be to set it, but I think they will. I don't know when we're gonna fit that in with the primary and the general election. I think I would have liked to have seen my last months here quieter.
Isn't your day the 2nd of November?
Oh, the
Fourth,
5th
the
of
5th.
November.
And the election's the 3rd.
Right, but if I have to stay on longer, I will. That's just the date I send into retirement. I mean, we'll see what has to be done.
Well, let me see what this is. Probably all right.
Yeah, it's best if you read through that by yourself. I will.
I said, oh, well, the kids must have brought in a project.
I wonder if
New
it's
project.
I wonder if it's Nancy Driggs. Oh, God.
Good.
Bobby's being bad.
He said a nice. Well, it's gonna be good. I know. What can you do?
Oh. Yeah,
It's a lot of signatures.
oh, it is.
Deanna said she watched the news. I guess it was an election meeting, and they're gonna mail out ballots for the primary.
It was in the paper, I think it was
Oh,
too.
was it? I didn't read it, honestly. I didn't read it. I gotta tell you, I'm not disappointed. Only because I don't know how, I would have, but I don't know how I'd have covered the polling. Okay.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, I can notarize her.
So I was listening to her conversation, to Giada's conversation about the mail ballots. So this was the only email that we received. It was withdrawn. First time it went through, then it was gonna go again on the
You're
14th.
talking about legislation.
Yeah, for legislation.
She's talking about a meeting that was held yesterday. She says in the
Oh,
paper,
the
too.
Board
I
of
wanna look.
Elections? The Board of Elections?
Yeah,
Okay, let's see if I can
so
find
I'm
something.
gonna, but I'm very surprised that.
No, we didn't get anything.
send us, So I'm gonna check. No. What is the stamp? No. They said it was on news and Bob said it was in the paper, but I gotta tell you, I didn't see it or hear it. And I'm very surprised. Secretary of State when you said-
I know. Yeah, but they did say they were gonna go July 14th, so which was yesterday, at 12 o'clock.
What was gonna go?
Let's see, the bill again. It was the bill. It's
That's
legislation,
for the
yeah.
Emergency ballot. period
Yes,
time.
yep.
She's talking to massive mail.
Massive mail, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything on that, nothing,
I gotta tell you,
okay.
I can't find anything on that.
You
It
can't?
said it was on the news,
Oh,
but I'm sure they'll notify us.
hmm.
Do you have edits? I can go edit them.
I finished here. I didn't know if
Yeah.
you wanted me to sign them or not.
Well, no, I wanted to know if you had edits,
No,
I'd go
no,
in
no,
and
no,
edit.
no, there wasn't anything. It was all good.
Okay, well, we'll have to wait till Bobby.
Okay. I put it
um,
like that because that's the signature page there.
So I'm very surprised I wouldn't have emails from the Secretary of State or the Board of Election.
I said it was early this morning, but.
Oh, they met last night to early
Yeah,
this
right,
morning?
right, yeah.
Oh,
It was
no
on the
wonder.
first- And it was first thing this morning that I heard it, but like I said, Nancy, sometimes my mind isn't as quick as it should be in the morning.
Or it might have talked
Mm.
something about, she said the meeting lasted till early this morning.
It was
So it
late
might
last
not
night,
be,
late last night.
yeah, so it might.
So we'll see. What are they doing up there?
That's if you have a recording or something, because the town hall's locked,
Oh.
but we do everything, we still
Oh, okay.
process the work and all. So they come by appointment, we have them sit there, we take it, go in and do the recording, come back out and give it to them. Or somebody might want a notary. I'm not quite sure why these other four people. Oh, Terry, yeah, that's something to do with planning, the other four.
Mhm.
She's keeping her 6 feet. so
Yeah,
she's
oh, no,
fine.
I just seemed like a lot of
It's
activity.
not, it's 4 and 1.
That's
The
okay,
one
no,
at
I
the
wasn't
table is
questioning
really,
that. I was just questioning the activity, no problem.
Because she can't take them in her office, it's too
Yeah,
small.
right, exactly.
And
Okay.
everywhere they come, we have to wipe down afterwards. So when you and Bob leave, I've got to wipe down the seats, chairs, the face guards, stuff like that. I should have this way between us.
We went to mass on Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah,
Going to
at St. Christopher's, and Wayne has been back and forth with, who's Ronnie. He said the biggest problem he has is wiping down these seats after masses. It's just
You need to
hideous.
get volunteers after mass. I know what Ginny Peak does it for hers.
Oh, does she?
Her and the 2 kids stay and wipe down the,
Oh, that's good. Did her daughter come? Did they get here?
yes,
Oh, good.
yes.
Good.
So she's off this week.
Yeah, God love her. Huh? Oh,
Oh,
my.
Nancy,
I'm just gonna ask that.
Nancy.
Now it looks like they're getting a little.
Nancy?
Nancy,
Yeah.
Nancy. Can you folks hear me there?
Yeah, I can hear you, Paul.
Trying to get in?
Okay, I just wanted to let Nancy know I was on the line being a good
Oh.
listener.
Okay, Paul?
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Wait a minute, do we have the volume up a lot? Let me volume it up, Paul. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Paul?
wanted to let you know I was on the line being a good listener.
Oh, very. We can't get out of it. We're waiting, Paul, for Dieta and Bobby are signing all the nomination papers. So there's hundreds of
Oh.
them, and they're getting close.
Okay, I
to the
understand.
end. So
Yeah,
they're getting close.
And you're gonna owe me for this.
But being online, if you have anything to say, just step up and say it. We've got you on volume because you're attending the meeting by doing this.
okay, very good.
Okay, if I
Thank
sent you
you.
something by email right now, would you get it?
Of course, I should.
Okay, because the June 2nd minutes, they've read them to review. I'll send them to you so that you can join in the vote. Yeah.
How many sets of minutes do we have to approve?
I already sent you the May 26th one. This is the June 2nd. This is the actual election.
Okay, very good.
Okay, I'll send it right now, Paul.
Thank you.
Yes, I did already.
So tired, huh?
Yeah,
Are you finished?
no, I still got these here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
take them back in there.
All right. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't even looked at
Oh,
it
yeah,
yet.
I'm glad she got it. It's gonna be good. Reservation. That'll give us a incentive. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I should be good.
I mean, you look healthy.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what happened before after the second one. In the morning, I'm good, but then in the afternoon, I'm still worried about the thing. Yeah, I know.
Or a third.
Oh, Nancy, huh? Is there some water in the refrigerator?
It's not in the refrigerator, but I have bottled water in my office.
Oh, could I have one?
It's just not cold.
Yeah, it's all right, thanks.
Okay, I'm through signing now.
Okay, just a second, I'll come get them.
Okay.
I'll get them, Deanna, so that we can. That's why I'm going to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Well,
sit
it
here.
only took us an hour.
That's all right. It takes what it takes,
That's
Deanna. We
right.
gotta
Thank
take
you,
the time for what it takes.
thank you very much.
Not a problem. So you're gonna be here. I'm gonna be with Bobby.
Okay.
We'll hear it and Paul will hear it. And then we'll bring the papers for you to sign as well.
Okay, and
Okay?
if I want to say something, they can hear me?
We can hear you there. They can hear you here.
Okay,
And please, Connecticut, we're up live.
okay. Oh.
Okay. So I'm now with, let's see if we can get both of us. We're trying to stay socially distant.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody can hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
All right.
Yes, very good.
So all the nomination papers have been signed, certified. Christine will now enter them into the computer. We couldn't do that before you certified them. And that'll register them all at the, they already have the information, but now it'll be certified. I guess we'll take a vote to certify.
I make a motion that we accept the certification of the nomination papers.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Paul, just for your information, Christine has put together a very good summary sheet of all of the positions and all of the totals by district. So you should try and get one of these when you're up here sometime.
I will email you one, Paul.
Sounds good. Very good.
Okay.
Email it to
All
you.
right.
And that sheet, as I explained to Dieta, has been proofed 3 ways. So they're good totals. We only had one that had digital signatures. It was easy enough to verify and easy enough to put on the search sheet. So that was no problem. And I actually had 2 extra clerks from other departments working on it as well. So, everything
So
there-
Nancy, with this on the town sergeant, since the guy didn't get any, his name will not be on the ballot.
right, if you did not turn in your nomination papers, but you declared, then we have to signify them. So those would be not qualified because he didn't submit
Right.
signatures. We
Okay,
also contacted him to be sure. I mean, we try to do what we can.
all right.
Then Donna Edwards was running for school committee,
Uh-huh.
and she withdrew.
Oh, okay.
So in the system, you don't see it, but there's a WD that Christina Lenturet, that's withdrawn. And there were several people that declared for the Republican Town Committee, but did not submit signatures because they weren't endorsed. I think
Mhm.
there were 5 of them. So
Is that the ones that are in red?
so that just means they don't qualify.
Christine, are those the ones that are in red?
Yes,
No, all totals on the end are in red.
but
No,
the
but-
names in
but the
red,
names
yes.
all-
Oh, yeah, and you put the names in red, okay. All
Interesting.
right, so that pretty much ends the nomination portion. So go ahead, Bob,
The next on the agenda is to conduct the presidential preference primary certification.
So this is from there's a form we have to sign. Remember, that was all done by the mail ballots, and we had to wait for the state to finish counting all the mail ballots. They had finished a couple of weeks ago. They finished like 2 or 3 weeks in. But we held on to it till our next meeting because we knew the declarations were coming out and stuff. So we have the form here that's required, and the last page of it, which is all our official results. You could have got them even on the Secretary of State's website. The last page has an area for signature. So I guess we should have a motion. Christine, you getting all these motions?
Yep.
All right, we should have a motion to certify the results of the presidential preference primary that was held on June 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I'll second it.
I'm back. Just,
Okay.
I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Okay.
Can you get his number? Thank you.
All right, so Bobby and Dieta are present, so they're gonna sign that. Dieta, I'm gonna bring all these out for your signature because she's in a different room because the computers are echoing, so.
Sure, no problem.
Just for clarification, was there a motion made? I'm sorry, I was talking to Donna because I had a phone call.
Oh, yes. It
Motion was made.
by Dieta, and it was seconded by Paul Emerald.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We've got board member items. We got the minutes of the May 26th.
Wait a minute, you forgot board member issues.
We're gonna take that last.
Oh, okay.
So we can get through the signatures of stuff.
We can see that off point.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of May 26th as,
All the members, day before yesterday or something.
Yeah.
So, did anybody have anything with the May 26th?
nope, I make a motion that we accept them as written.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Only three of us.
Okay, so you can sign.
Paul, I didn't get Paul's answer.
He
Yeah.
seconded
Yeah.
it.
I was in the affirmative.
Okay, thank you.
It's a little bit hard to do because we're not hearing real clear on this.
That's hard.
All right, I will have to bring, let me see if I've got the second page of the 27th here. All right, I'll bring that out to sign. Bobby, I'll get that to sign. And then you have the June 2nd minutes.
June 3rd.
It was June 2nd is the meeting and it
Yeah.
was continued to June 3rd so we could do the
Okay.
provisionals.
Okay.
So it was really just conducting the election and then there's certain motions that we needed along the way.
I make a motion that we accept the June 2nd continuation to June 3rd minutes.
Before we do that, Deetta,
Mm-hmm.
do you need a second for discussion?
Yes, why don't
Yes.
you second?
I'll second for discussion.
Okay.
A couple of items on those minutes. First item being, under the 8:30 portion of the meeting, the statement that all members had visited the high school polling location. I did not visit the polling location on that day because I was working, so that would be an error.
Okay, I will put most
And
then.
I didn't either. Remember, you wouldn't let me.
Had the surgery. So how about if I just put most members?
Yep.
Because I know Bobby
I
did
did,
when
yeah.
he got out of the doctors and okay, I will adjust that to, how about if I amend it, you amend it, and I remove all board members and I just put clerk and chair,
Sounds good.
okay? So I need a
Yeah.
motion to amend that.
Okay, so move. There might be another amendment, so do you want to wait for the other amendment?
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see, down further,
Mhm.
under number 6, under the 8:30 meeting, section 6. Group 2, 4 provisional ballots to be validated.
Yes.
Then it
Oh,
says
this
all
is on
4,
14. You are
yeah, then it
sharp.
says
I didn't
14.
see them, I must admit. I didn't troop through. That's right, it should say 4.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can amend those two. Do you have anything else, Paul?
No, I would make a motion that we accept the minutes as amended.
Okay, that's all you need on it, Christine, except as amended. I will
Good
change
catches,
those
Paul.
two, and they can still sign it.
Okay.
You can
Does it need a second, Nancy?
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for catching those. I honestly, with all this declaration stuff going on, I haven't really had time to proof for it. I just completed them this morning.
Do we need a second to that motion?
Yeah, Deetta,
Deanna,
did you make a second, Deetta?
I'll second it, yeah.
Okay, all those in favor? Okay,
and there's one
Aye.
more thing that has to be signed. This is the primary ballot certification report. And what this is saying, we do not, I signed a memo to the state declaring that the town of Tiverton does not have a primary on our local elections. It didn't need Board of Canvas, it just had to come from the clerk because we put all the information in. So I sent, Christine did it and I signed it and she sent it. So they know that there are no local primaries in Tiverton because we're all nonpartisan except for the
Presidential,
probate judge but there's only one person running for it, so there's no local primaries. That's not state. The state takes care of the state primaries. We just have to verify none local. Our council doesn't get primaries because our charter doesn't address primaries and we're all nonpartisan. Okay? But this is another form which the state wants, and it's a primary ballot certification report. And it's a list of officers and candidates to be voted at the primary. And it's a blank. So the form is blank because we don't have any. It doesn't say just local on this. But I guess it means local. Is that what you're saying, Christine?
Yes.
Okay. So that has to be voted and signed, certified. And it's just a blank paper saying we don't have anybody. So I need a motion to certify that.
I make a motion that we certify the blank paper.
That no local
Second,
primaries are being held in Tiverton.
But there are no contestants for the primaries. In Tiverton, no
Second.
primary.
All those in favor?
Okay.
Okay, unanimous.
yes, affirmative.
Okay, so beyond that, you're on board members, but I have to start removing no more board member items. We can't do that.
Yeah.
But they actually want you to list the issues or not discuss them. But in our election process, these issues are coming up rapidly. You could never get them on a agenda. You'll just never be able to discuss them. Now, I don't know how you'll run the elections that way. So from now on, I'm just going to put issues relating to the primary September or issues relating to the general. Because otherwise you're never going to be able to handle all these things that come in daily. I don't know how else to put that. But the solicitor said he does not like, and it's not really permitted to be putting things like board member items. So if you have an item and you know there's going to be a meeting, you know, when Christine sends out, we're going to have a meeting and the date, you need to email her with, you know, put this down for me. Otherwise, we're stuck here without being able to address it. But I do want to say that for this declaration period, I used 2 workers from another department to actually help keep up pace. We've been very fortunate that some of the other departments, because the bills aren't out yet and tax collection wasn't real busy yet. Well, Leona works in there. She's done Board of Canvas for years. She was able to help out. And Tara in the planning board. So I do want to give a thanks to them. And to Chris, who organizes all these meetings. And he's been so helpful. He just says, do what you got to do to get the work you've got to get done. So, so right now we're in the midst of Christine's going to finish loading everything into the computer she has to do today. We've got to get these nomination papers for the states up to the state, for any state positions. We will have, if you've noticed on that sheet, District 71 representative. We have 3 Democratic candidates, I think. Yeah, we have Michelle McGaw, we have John Edwards,
Amy Very.
Amy Very. I think she's Democrat. I don't even know.
She's Republican.
Oh, she's Republican. Oh, I'm sorry. Then we have 2 Democrats, 1 Republican, 1 independent. Those 2 Democrats are going to trigger a primary. The state will do the lottery and everything, I believe, Friday for positions on a ballot and stuff. We have to do a lottery for our local candidates, but since they're not on a primary, we have checked with the state and we don't have to do it just yet. So I need some of this work to settle down before we get into that. Other than that, I have not confirmed, Deetta heard on the news this morning on mail ballots. I haven't confirmed that because I haven't seen the paper and I didn't see the morning news. So I will get whatever information we can. I'm very surprised that the Board of Election, Secretary of State didn't email us that you should keep us right on top of this info. But anything we get, we'll try to forward out to you if we think it's pertinent information you need. And other than that, I'm guessing what do we need our next meeting for? Not next week. We're gonna handle bringing everything up unless the state comes up with something we've got to
Yeah, we
certify.
don't have anything else right now.
Yeah,
Nancy, what's the lead time on the FTR? How far in advance do we run the?
people have been asking me that, but I don't set the pace for the FTR. And the Board of Canvas doesn't really have to do with the FTR
Right.
except for the election part.
Right.
But when I get, and I don't know when I'm getting it, whenever the budget committee says to me, Nancy, here is our completed docket. From that point on, I have 44 days.
Okay,
So my best guess, I don't know, but probably in September. There's only 31 days in August, folks, so I can't make 31 turn into 44. So, and I've got the primary that I'm going to get up in. I mean, we're really slammed at this point with everything, but we're handling it, so we're doing the best we can with it. Christine's really good at it.
Thank you. Just a question about the local question. Is that something that we're gonna have to concern ourselves with at this time, or?
Local questions is something that either voters or the council, they have to have a public, if it
Hearing.
involves a charter deal, it has to have a public hearing. It has to be certified by the Board of Canvas and sent to the state by August 5th.
Yeah, that's a good
Board
one.
of Canvas could very well need a meeting either August 2nd or
Yeah.
3rd. We'll let you know if we have any ballot questions.
Okay.
FTR questions, resolutions, those aren't gonna be effect till the FTR gets going. But I have informed, I sent the council a copy of the form from the state on the ballot questions. It's been discussed several times. I've informed them in open meetings, and council president has on the last Monday's meeting a request for any counselors to bring in any questions for the FTR or the primary. See, we're gonna start getting doubles now on things. And for the 27th meeting, so I don't know if it can't involve the charter thing, because I don't know how you'd have a public hearing that fast. Because I have to notice public hearings for 10 days.
Okay.
I don't know. But we have done our part. I have given it to them. The state sent the forms to me. I have given them. And I've made it public by putting it on an agenda. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Are there anything else to bring up right now about the election?
Not that I have.
If so, then, somebody make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
second,
Okay, all those in favor?
aye.
And thank you
Unanimously.
so much,
Aye,
Paul, for getting in on this Zoom. And thanks to
not a
Deanna,
problem.
Bobby for being present. We've tried to keep distance and